Good morning, everyone. I'm Sheila James, Coordinator for SKN Moves Nevis chapter, and I want to thank you for joining us today. We're very excited. We'll be hosting this 3-in-1 press conference where we will announce our upcoming events from October to December 2024. Before I get into that, I want to say a special welcome to my committee member, Dijon, who's in charge of our Facebook page, photography and Red Cross support. Unfortunately, we have two absentees this morning. The Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs, Ms. Latoya Jeffers, Chris Clark and Thea Claxton will be absent today for this meeting owing to circumstances out of their control. But we have them in here with us spiritually. Okay, and I want to say a special thank you to our media representatives, Mr. Curtis Morton, and to NTV for being here to cover today's conference. So we'll kick off with October. The event is the Half Island Fancy Dress Walk. Our first event for October celebrates a significant milestone in SKN Moves Nevis chapter. We officially launched in October 2019, which means this year marks our 5th anniversary. The Half Island Walk, our signature event, also began in 2019, and in 2020 we introduced the relay element, making history. Now, 5 years later, we are proud to announce that by the end of 2024, the committee would have hosted 12 successful events. To mark this milestone, we're introducing a fun twist, the Half Island Fancy Dress Walk. This will be a non-relay event. Instead, we will have a lively jam session from Brick Hill to Villa Park in Charlestown, led by DJ Dendy. While costumes are mandatory-ish, we strongly encourage all participants to get creative and wear costumes to celebrate health, fitness and fun. The event is set for Saturday, October 26th, starting at 6 a.m. from Brick Hill, jamming all the way to Villa Park. Registration is $15 per person, and the deadline to register is Friday, October 19th at 4 p.m. We're also inviting participants to send a picture of their costume to Sheila, SHELAGH.James at niagovkn.com by October 15th. And winners will be announced after the walk at Villa Park. At this time, I want to say a special thank you to our sponsors, the Ministry of Health, He's Electricals, Nevis Spring Water, and our premium sponsors, Zone 1 Auto. We also extend our gratitude to the Red Cross team for their support. So that's the October event. We now move quickly into November, which is a huge event. It's the Cooking to Reduce NCDs and quiz competition. In November, SK Moves is proud to present the second edition of our Cooking to Reduce NCDs and Quiz Competition 2024. Last year's competition was thrilling, with the winner clinching the title by just 1 point. Our reigning champion is Miss Razal Gaskill, with Miss Judy Webb as the runner-up. This year we anticipate another exciting showdown. The competition will take place over 2 days. On Saturday, November 23rd at the Jessup Community Centre, 6 solo cooks will compete for the 4 spots into the next round, with 2 participants being eliminated. The second day, Sunday, November 24th at NEPAC, will feature a quiz competition. The quiz will be split into 2 parts, a fun element and a knowledge-based segment, with points carrying over from the cooking competition. We encourage participants to register early. Upon registration, participants will receive a mini information booklet to help prepare for the quiz. The booklet contains all the answers needed for the competition. Remember, the top 3 positions will be decided over these 2 days. Sponsors for this event include the Ministry of Health, Tourism Authority, Nevis Spring Water, Fisheries and the Nevis Abattoir, with support from the Red Cross team. Stay tuned for updates through our media platforms, the SK Moves Nevis chapter Facebook page, Health Promotion Facebook page, 2020 Vision Radio, Foreign Radio and NTV. If you're interested in participating, you must be 18 years and older. While cooking experience is not essential, it will be beneficial. Registration is free, and for more details on the rules and criteria, please contact Sheila James at 469-5521, extension 6393, or 469-8010. So that's for November. Now into December, it's the free health screening. Finally, in December, we will host our final free health screening event for 2024. We encourage everyone to take advantage of this opportunity to check their blood pressure, blood sugar, BMI, urine and waist circumference. Medical professionals will be on hand to provide advice and guidance. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, December the 11th from 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to your participation in these exciting events. We greatly appreciate the continued support from our sponsors, media representatives and the public. Together, we are moving towards a healthier and more active Nevis. So I just want to hand over to media representatives if there are any questions you want to ask regarding the events that I've just spoke about. And quiz competition is absolutely free, and the health screen is absolutely free.
I had the same question.
You had the same question? Okay. The cooking competition. You wanted to ask something about that?
No, the same question, but
oh, okay. Yes, that's absolutely free, like last year. So, our last words.
Being free, like for the cooking competition, who provides all the ingredients?
Okay, good question, because that's all in the criteria and rules and regs and stuff. So basically, for anybody who's entering the cooking and quiz competition, all we ask you to do is to bring your pots, your pans, your cutlery, your knives, etc. We provide the cook stove, the cooking stove. We provide aprons. The cooktop stove, I can never say it right. The cooktop stove, we provide the seasonings, we provide aprons, hats, gloves, etc. because it has to be hygienic. So no, we basically, what happens is they will select blindly a protein which they will cook. We will then give them the menu which they will perform on the day of the cooking competition. But we provide literally everything else. They just need to bring their pots and pans and come with enthusiasm and excitement, because it's a really fun day. And it's a great way to teach people to cook with less salts. Naturally, you need salts in your body for your organs to function. But what we're finding right now is that people are being excessive. So they would cook with the salt. Well, before that, they season with a lot of salt. Then they cook with salt. And then when it's completed, they add more salt. I mean, it's not very healthy, and you'll find out when you check that the stats are going up, and they're the reasons why, because they're not being conscious about reducing salts and sugar intakes into their bodies. So this competition, although it's a fun element, it's an educational element too, which is extremely important for persons out there who are wanting to create change in their cooking.
I would assume that the quiz part of it also helps to educate the
Absolutely.
general public who come to witness.
Right. So we do want people, even if you're not taking part in these competitions, just being part of the audience is a great thing, because you will learn an awful lot. Persons who are taking part will learn also, because if they get it wrong, they get the correct answer. It's something that will stay with you for life. The good thing is they get the booklet weeks before the competition so they can revise up on it. Because we don't want anyone coming in and not having any kind of knowledge. It wouldn't be fun for them either. So, and it's not that complicated.
Final question on the fun walk. The prices. What type of prices you have?
Well, we're still working on. We have AutoZone. So they're doing the main prize. No, it's not a car. No. If it was a car, I'd be entering. No. There'll be a prize there. The thing is, I find that when we do our competitions, everything's based on incentives, and I understand that. But really and truly, the cost of health is number one. And if you take part in these events, do you know how much time you spend out of the doctor's surgery and out of the hospital? And that's the biggest gift we can give to you, to give to yourselves. It's not about the prizes. It's about taking part and understanding your body functions and getting with that program, you know? So that's really what it's about. Yes, we will give prizes, but it's not the number one incentive. It's about you making that decision to come out and be conscious about, I'm going to do this walk and I'm going to continue doing this walk after this competition. That's what it's really all about. So thank you for that question. Any more questions? It's a walk. It's not going to be a relay. It's a walk. It's a fun walk. It's gonna start at 6 a.m. And the great thing is we've got a DJ on the road, so that should get people bubbling and excited, and we're dying to see what the costumes are going to look like. The committee will decide on who wins the costumes. So we're asking people to send the picture of the costume that they will actually wear on the day of the walk, and then the decision will be made prior and will be announced at the Villa Park.
Do you think it's in the best interest of the persons to make the decision prior? Because maybe an adjustment could be made on the day of the walk that would make it
But
more.
then we're looking at time as well.
Okay.
Because if you get to the park and then you have to make a decision, and then there's all the uproar, because there will be uproar. But if you give us time to go through the costume, obviously if there's little nicks and ticks and stuff done to the costume, they've already won anyway. But that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is get creative with whatever you've got in your house.
No,
We're not asking
I just meant that you might have already selected a winner based on the costume and stuff. But then somebody tweaked this, and on the day said, "Wow, I can't say no to that."
I do understand what you're saying, but in fairness, once the committee has decided, that's the final decision.
So they better do the tweaking.
Do the tweaking before. And what we're saying to people is don't go and spend loads of money. You don't need to. There's stuff in your house that you can put things together. Just get really creative. It's a lot of fun, and the weather's great.
And you're not advertising nakedness.
No, that's definitely out of the but no nakedness. We want you to respect yourselves and respect others on the walk. So please wear clothing, but just get creative with whatever you've got at home. You know, you can do face paints, you can do anything, but keep it respective to yourselves and to everybody else that's taking part in the walk. So please, we're asking you. The other thing I meant to mention is that once we get to Villa Park, we're going to have a big paint sprayed 5 to acknowledge 5 years of the entire SKN Moves Nevis movement in Nevis, and we want persons to take the shape of the 5, and we'll drone shot it, everybody waving up to the camera. So that's something that we would keep on file to commemorate the day. We'd love to do a lot more, but you know there's lots of constraints financially, so we wouldn't be able to do what we really would like to do. But it's all about fun, and sometimes fun doesn't have to cost that much money, because you're out with a crowd of people, you've dressed up, and you're having fun. There's music, and it's going to be great. We'll have water en route as well, so that's the important thing is, please make sure you sunscreen yourselves, you can wear a hat, and we'll have water right throughout the entire walk from our premium sponsor,
And a quick
Nevis
one
Springs.
for Dijon. Red Cross will be on hand for all of the events,
Yes.
including the cooking, just in case somebody gets food ready.
We usually have persons there who are trained, so yes, we will be there.
Okay.
Yeah, Dijon's like a superstar for the committee. He does our photography, Facebook updates, and of course Red Cross logistics. So
Okay, thanks.
okay.
The cooking competition. You said 6 persons. Are they first come first serve, or you interview?
No, it's first come first serve.
First 6.
First 6 that come and are committed, we'll take them. We'll take them.
Minimum age.
You've got to be 18 plus. Yeah.
How many have so far?
We have a possible 1, but I'm still saying 6 because you never know. We had this situation last year where we had to cancel this 3 times because we had couples and then people were pulling out. We had to delay it. So we've decided to do solo. There's no partnerships because if one pulls out, the other won't be able to do it.
Just
So
in case they follow things.
right. So we've decided to be, you come as a solo.
Okay.
And the other important thing to know is it's not about your cooking skills. It's really about taking part and understanding the method of cooking with less salts. Yeah? So don't be hard on yourself if you're not the best cook in the world. It's really not about that, because there's so much to learn on the 2 days if you get through, because that's the other thing. 2 persons will be immediately eliminated on day one. Points carry over to the second day, and then the quiz will decide the winner.
Thank you.
Thank you.